Well, welcome to Puff Daddy Reef. I'm sorry it's been a while since I've had an update. The tank is growing out of control. The green slimer is already reaching out of the top of the tank, but I have been having some old tank issues, mostly LRS, lazy reefer syndrome. So I've started taking a little bit better care, but I've been having two issues in this tank. One of the ones is there's a lot of hair algae. It's a little bit hard to see, but there's a decent amount on the rocks. On here, there's a lot. There's a bunch by that clam, and it was getting to the point that on some corals, it was starting to bother them a little. So, what I did is I'm trying biological controls. So I got a sea hare, a massive, massive sea hare. And I didn't mean to get a massive one, wanted a little one, thought I'd do the job, but I ordered them from Live Aquaria, just said sea hare, and they sent me this massive animal. So I will probably be giving him away to a local reefer pretty soon because I think he's going to take care of all this algae rather quickly. I've been doing lots of water changes, but I need the sea hare to be the final nail in the coffin. Of course, I'll keep the water clean so he doesn't come back. The other thing that I got recently is a harlequin shrimp. Now, this is another type of animal that you buy for your tank to take care of a problem, and usually it eats everything that it's supposed to get rid of, so you need to pass it on. You always got to think about who in your reefing club can you give these animals to next, so they can continue to live, and so we're not wasting animals to clean up our mistakes. So this mistake is not too big a deal, but they have started to bug me a little. They're these Australia, I'm not sure, starfish, and they kind of just split and keep propagating. They're not the kind that bother corals at all. But I just don't like them over my glass, and so I think it's time to get rid of them. So the harlequin shrimp is going to search and destroy all of those petty thugs. And we'll see how that goes. I've never tried a harlequin shrimp. He's already in hiding, so I'll let you know if I see him again and how quick those things start disappearing. But, oh, wait, I found him. It's going to be hard to see, but he's right there. So he's hiding under the rock, if you can kind of see him. So that's where he's chilling. Perhaps he'll come out and hunt at night. And that's the current state of the tank. So one other thing is sorry about the zoom on this. My red dragon coral is getting crowded out by my Hawken incanata, which is getting insanely huge, as well as my bird's nest are just growing like crazy. I have a plate coral that is totally sealed off the tank and starting to get out of control in here, so I had to frag the red dragon because I moved it out of its space, and it was just time to frag it. I have another one in my other tank that's doing amazing, so we'll see how that goes. The clam is doing great as always. We started as a little 1-inch clam, and I think he's like 3 or 4 inches. Absolutely massive. The last problem I have is pulsing xenia. It was one of my first corals in the tank, and it just doesn't want to leave. Pulsing xenia and mushrooms. If I had to try it again, I would never, ever, ever buy these unless it was a tank designed just for it, like a small nano tank. I had a lot of pulsing xenia in there once, but it helped lead to a crash when it decided to detonate. And last thing I know, clownfish are still spawning on that ceramic tile. I have 2 in there. Sometimes they like the higher one, sometimes they like the lower one. So it's interesting that they try to change where they're at. So that's about all I have for this tank. I'll give you one last shot of it. One quick note is the importance of quarantining and separating things. So my main display tank, my deep blue, has never had one of these Asterina starfish. So I've been very, very, very careful with both tanks, keeping them separate, and now quarantining all my fish before, and especially those coral frags. We'll see what happens with that. So on that note, thank you very much for watching. I'll have some more updates. I got some more updates on the other tank, the Nuvo Fusion and the 80 gallon. So just stay tuned and keep watching Puff Daddy Reef.